You too. We actually, unfortunately, today are going to start with some sad news. You may have heard there. Our Guardians' heartbeat is gone. The sound is synonymous with Cleveland baseball. Fans grew up listening to John Adams bang his drum over a Progressive Field for decades. Just can't believe he's gone.
I know, hard to believe. Tonight, we are remembering John Adams. The Guardians announcing this afternoon that the ultimate Guardians fan has passed away. Our Nick Camino live at the ballpark tonight from downtown Cleveland. And Nick, his loss will certainly be felt across this entire organization and city.
Good afternoon, Jay. Good afternoon, Betsy. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. When it comes to John Adams, a guy that drummed at every Guardians-Indians game for years, nearly 50 years he was at all of these games. He's just an incredible staple to what this organization and what this franchise has been over the last several years. We're here at Progressive Field, where it is obviously a sad day with the passing of John. He passed away at the age of 71 years old, and you can see a nice memorial that they've put out here near Heritage Park with his drum and some sticks and a great ball and obviously some flowers, and truly a guy that will be missed by Cleveland fans, missed by baseball fans, and again, a guy that I think all of us have just grown so used to being here at the ballpark, although over the last couple of years because of his sickness, he had not been at the ballpark for a few years. We're joined by Curtis Damberg now, Guardians Senior Communications Director, Vice President, and Curtis, I just want to start out with the thing you'll remember about John Adams the most.
I think the biggest thing was his love for people, love for the organization, but he loved nothing better than somebody to come up and talk baseball and talk about this organization, go visit him up at the top of the bleachers. And that's what endeared him to so many people, is how much he loved and had a passion for the game, but a love for people.
He met a lot of people. He told me a couple of months ago when we got an opportunity to sit down with him that he had met someone on every continent, but not in Antarctica. He said no penguin had come up and met him, but that just spoke to his sense of humor that he truly had out there. Every time he met somebody new.
He always had a smile on his face. I mean, whether it was meeting for an interview, he's almost an extension of our PR department. He's doing interviews at 4 in the morning or 11 o'clock at night, and he just loved the game. He loved the camaraderie and the community that was the baseball here at Old Stadium, as well as here at Progressive Field.
What's something about John Adams that fans that didn't know him as well as you did? Obviously, you had a lot of interaction with him. You got to know him. I know you saw him recently. Just what's something about John that maybe most people don't know?
I think I finally heard how the story of his nickname Boom Boom came from, and it came from Herb Score. One of the first games when he was out in right field Old Stadium on the air, Herb Score referred to him as there's a guy out there, Boom Boom, out there hitting the drum. So that's where John Boom Boom Adams came from, and I guess also he had a love for corned beef and a love for spaghetti and meatballs. So he been an opportunity to bring that and keep him happy when he hasn't been at the ballpark since 2019.
Yeah. Curtis, listen, really appreciate the time. We'll check in with you again. And I know it's a sad day here today. A guy that was always smiling, always had a great sense of humor. And I think if we can take something from John, it's certainly some of that.
Cleveland legend, and he'll always have a legacy here at the ballpark.
Curtis, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Curtis Damberg, Guardians Vice President, Communications, joining us here at Progressive Field. Jay, Betsy, obviously a sad day here at the ballpark. We all will have great memories of John Adams for sure.
Well, Nick and Bets, fan is short for fanatic. And think about how rabid a baseball fan you have to be for nearly 50 years to drag that drum to, by the way, in the 70s and 80s, this team was terrible, all-time bad. They were out of it by 4th of July. Yet there he was every day dragging that drum, providing really the pulse and the soundtrack for Indians games for so many years.
Yeah, and Nick, I'm sure you have lots of memories too. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, yeah, no, I know in sitting with him, just a couple of months ago, I said to him, man, you saw some great teams over the years. You saw some great games. He said, I saw a lot of bad teams too. That was just John Adams' great sense of humor. And I think to Jay's point, yeah, there were some empty nights, but John was there. He was just a staple for this baseball team and this organization.
Sure was, and he'll be missed. We'll have more on John Adams coming up in the second half hour of What's New. Nick, thanks. Appreciate it.